Coming up on Mountain News this morning, soon teachers won't be allowed to follow their students on social media in an effort to prevent inappropriate messaging. And the Louisville Metro Police Department faces a lawsuit after a man claims he was illegally detained.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. A happy Friday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this June 13th at 6 o'clock as well. Megan, I'm honestly feeling pretty lucky as we continue our Friday. I know it's Friday the 13th, but it's been a good start to mine so far.
I would have to agree with you. It's honestly great weather to start off your day. We have those warm temperatures, so you don't really need a jacket when you head out. And it's nice and clear, no rain yet. We will see some rain chances later on the day, but let's talk about those temperatures first as you're heading out the door. As I mentioned, not a terrible start. Mainly looking at the mid to upper 60s with that 70-degree mark being hit in Monticello and Prestonsburg. This afternoon, we'll look at a mixture of the mid to upper 80s, seeing the low 80s for our Virginia counties. Now let's talk about the rain, because while it is clear right now, there is a little bit of that rain chance that we will see following us as we head into the afternoon. Already starting to see it form as you travel out to West Kentucky. Now here's a look at that tee time forecast sponsored by the Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Racer Range. If you are heading out today, this morning is probably the better time to do it. We'll start to see some rain chances picking up in the early afternoon, but by the time we head into the evening, well, those rain chances will be picking up. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan. WYMT is continuing to investigate Senate Bill 181. Lawmakers say this bill is designed to prevent teachers from taking advantage of their students. It restricts the platforms which educators can use to talk to students. I spoke with lawmakers and a school leader about this bill's impact right here in Eastern Kentucky. Senate Bill 181 says local school districts in Kentucky need to have a traceable communication system when employees are messaging students online. Senator Philip Wheeler says this bill was made to make sure inappropriate messages are not being sent to students.
Our intention is not to harm the relationship between students and school administrators and teachers, but just to make sure that, kids who are really our most vulnerable people in society are protected from that very small number of bad actors out there that might seek to abuse these types of privileged communications.
In a Facebook post, the Perry County School District says that employees and teachers should remove any way for a student to contact them via two-way communication. They say this could mean something as simple as a thumbs up on social media.
What can a teacher do? What can a teacher say? Should they completely remove every student from their social media? The answer to that is probably yes, because it eliminates the opportunity for that communication to ever occur.
Jody Maggard with Perry County Schools says they are now working to purchase a traceable communication system so parents can see what messages are being exchanged between school employees and their child.
Now, I have a full understanding of why 181 is there, because there have been people that have crossed boundaries that they shouldn't have crossed, and now we're all having to deal with this. So I support the situation that we find ourselves in. How do we eliminate predators? How do we eliminate sexual misconduct? But at the same time, how do we continue to still have that communication with kids in a positive way that we need to have?
Maggard says the bill provides a way for parents to opt in to a coach or school employee to send appropriate messages to their child one-on-one. He says this would be parent-driven. The deadline for schools to comply is June 27th. The Big Sandy Development District hosted its annual World Elder Abuse Awareness Day event, inviting advocates together to share resources. Yesterday, the event brought seniors from several Big Sandy counties to Paintsville Lake, shining a light on the red flags to help spot elder abuse and some of the statistics that often go undiscussed. From a student poster contest to bringing in area partners, organizers say it was all about making sure the community knows what to look for and who to contact if elder abuse is noticed.
It gives them a resource to reach out, speak out, and report. And so it's a good day just for these folks to come here together, have a good time and eat and get to see stuff like this.
To report elder abuse, you can contact 1-877-KY-SAFE. That's 1-877-597-2331. In Madison County, text to 911 service is now available. It allows residents to send a text message to 911 when making a voice call is not possible or safe. It's particularly valuable for people with speech or hearing disabilities. You can use it by accessing your phone's built-in messaging app and entering 911 in the To field. Describe your emergency and your precise location. Keep your messages concise, avoid abbreviations, and you should not send photos, videos, or emojis. A man is suing several Louisville police, the mayor, and the city of Louisville after he says he was unlawfully detained and assaulted. A new legal filing says it happened in May 2024 when Thomas Sanders went to a store. He says Mayor Craig Greenberg ordered officers to clear the area for an upcoming public event. And when Sanders got there, police stopped people and demanded identification. Sanders claims that officials arrested him and asked him to leave.
He asked questions. He's being detained. The key question is for what? This is a public sidewalk. He said he pays taxes. One officer told him you don't pay taxes.
Sanders is suing for unlawful detainment, false arrest, excessive force, and racial discrimination. The mayor's office says these allegations are false. In Boone County, West Virginia, a road was closed after a rollover crash involving a tractor trailer hauling a military vehicle. That crash happened at around 10 Wednesday night in the Droddy Mountain area on State Route 3. No one was injured or reported. With the immediate emergency over from the chemical leak at the Austin Power Plant in MacArthur, Ohio, the company is now answering questions about what exactly happened. Around 3,000 gallons of nitric acid leaked at the plant, forcing a major evacuation order on Wednesday. Now the company says it was a chemical reaction that caused the leak. The company says it was a situation where the chemical was vented out of its system and into the atmosphere. Well, the future is uncertain for legal help for people facing eviction in Tennessee. In 2024, Legal Aid of East Tennessee took on nearly 600 cases, all for free. In all of its eviction cases, there's a 90% success rate of keeping the eviction off of someone's record. It makes it much easier for people to rent again in the future. Their funding ended May 31st. Now, of those 600 cases, they can only take half, but the amount of evictions is staying steady.
Unfortunately, the demand has not really slacked off. We've still got plenty of people that are on each week's eviction docket. I think one a couple weeks ago had about 250 cases.
Just last year, they had about 8 staff members. The program did receive $100,000 from the city of Knoxville. They're using that money to keep one attorney and one paralegal on staff, drastically cutting the caseload. Governor Andy Beshear hosted Team Kentucky Update yesterday. Some of the things the governor talked about during his briefing included last year marking a new record year for tourism in the state, with more than $14 billion generated in economic impact. The governor also talked about real IDs, saying more than 39% of Kentuckians now own one. That's up from 33% at the end of last year.